For today's recipe, I will be making banana chocolate chip muffins. You'll be needing 2 large brown bananas, white and brown sugar, 1 egg, baking soda, baking powder, all-purpose flour, and some melted butter, with, of course, our chocolate chips. I have made a list that's at the end of the video with the exact measurements and quantities of each ingredient. So if you want to see that, skip ahead to the end of the video. For this recipe, you will need a spatula, measuring cups for dry ingredients, measuring cups for liquids, a bowl, a plate, some teaspoons, a fork because we're going to be mashing some bananas. We need cupcake holders or little paper cupcake things, the ones that look really pretty, and a muffin or cupcake tin to bake our muffin shape in. As well, we are going to need a standing mixer and bowl, oven mitts, a drying rack or cooling rack, and the oven. A little bit of food safety before we begin. Make sure to always wash your hands thoroughly before cooking and preparing any foods to remove any unwanted bacteria and prevent cross-contamination. As well, the oven can be extremely hot, so make sure to always wear oven mitts. That way you can enjoy the nice warmth just like this little cat. Let's get started, shall we? Take 2 brown bananas, peel them and place them on a plate. Take your fork or potato masher and slowly mash them until you get a nice gooey even paste with no chunks. Take 1 teaspoon of baking soda and gently pour it over top of the bananas and let it sit for a while before we add this into our mixture later. Next, head to your oven and set it so that it can preheat to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. That way, by the time everything else is done, your oven will be hot and ready. Next, we're going to mix all of our ingredients together. Crack 1 large egg, add half a cup of white sugar, a 1/4 cup of brown sugar, baking powder, and a 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. Next, we're going to take some butter and we're going to melt it in the microwave so that we can have approximately 1/3 cup of melted butter. Take a pinch of salt and the butter and add it into your bowl. Once you have all the ingredients, turn your beater on low and mix them together until you get a golden brown mixture. Then you can add your bananas and chocolate chips and beat them together until you get a smooth, consistent, moist paste. Next, take your cupcake cups and you're going to put them in each one of the holes in your muffin tin. Once you have filled up the tin, you are going to fill your cupcake cups with approximately 1.5 spoonfuls of dough. Do this to each one. As well, any dough that did not make it in one of the cupcake cups and is spilled on the side, make sure to wipe it up nice and clean because it will burn in the oven and it'll be a really big mess to clean up. Once your oven is preheated, take your cupcakes carefully with your oven mitts and place them on the top shelf in the oven. Make sure it's approximately in the middle of the oven so that it can get even heat to each cup. Get on a timer and set your oven to 15 minutes. Make sure to keep an eye on your muffins to make sure none of them are spilling over or overflowing and that none of them are burning in the oven. When the timer goes, take your muffins out of the oven and place them onto a stove. Take a toothpick and gently poke a hole through the center of the muffin down to the bottom. If you remove the toothpick and there is nothing on it, then the muffins are done. If there's a little bit of dough left on it, place them back in the oven for a minute or so. Let the tin cool a little bit, and then remove the muffins from the tin, placing them on your cooling rack. And you're done! Make sure to wash all dirty dishes, dry them, and put them away in their proper storage spaces. Don't forget to wipe the counters. Like I said earlier, here is a list of ingredients. You can store your muffins by placing a towel over top of them, or putting them in an airtight container.